Hello, I'm Shieldwall100 and welcome back to my games room for the second video I'm making covering the prologue that's just been released by Modiphius Entertainment for Cohors Cthulhu Tactics. Their little prologue. They released 3 scenarios. In a previous video I played 2 of them, so if you haven't checked them out yet, this video might be a little bit confusing, and I recommend that you do so because we're going straight to the third and final scenario to see how we get on. It's a game where I play as the Romans, and an artificial intelligence of sorts controls the evil forces of the Cthulhu mythos as they try to kill me. We'll see how that goes for them. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well so far, taking names and kicking ass, and I'm all out of names. So so because I'm just so good at games, as it turns out, and I was showing the dice rolls just to prove it. I'm just a naturally brilliant wargamer, what can I say? But yeah, obviously the threat level ups quite considerably in this third scenario, where we have a whole bunch of new rules and new encounter type mechanisms and all that sort of thing to take into account. I've also got a few more tools to play with as well as a player, so as to give me less excuse if I lose. So yeah, in this final scenario we are almost back at the safety of the Roman fort, having been ambushed along the way, and yes, we fought our way through numerous horrors, but now one more night in the wilderness will see us clear, but it's going to be a tough one. Okay, so there we go. We have to survive for 7 turns, and that's our only objective. Doesn't matter how many enemies we kill, doesn't matter whereabouts we get, no push to the other side, just a case of survival for 7 turns. And there's the person who needs to survive. I believe it is the centurion Marius, just there, leading a trio of Roman legionaries. Okay, just from the offset you can see there's a few different things around the board. This is a place of power, which is a concept for the game. It seems to read like it's going to be something which there's going to be a place of power in every scenario, perhaps, or certainly going to be fairly more commonplace than I've had them so far. And they're kind of like places where magic coalesces and gathers, and it sort of does things as a scenario goes on according to how many magic points it has. It starts with 3, as you can see there. That will probably fluctuate as the game continues, and yeah, I can stamp them out. So they're, generally speaking, I can believe forces for the baddies, because I can take actions with Marius to try and disrupt them and move them down, so that's good. Also, what else have we got? Oh yes, there's such a thing as the threat number. That is a die with a 1 on it, as you can tell. That's the current threat level for the game. That will increase as the game goes on, and that will interact with the place of power to determine what sort of weird stuff happens as the game continues. I've looked at the chart. There's a chart depending on how high a threat you have. What that means is, generally speaking, worse things happen the higher the threat, but there are some beneficial results on there for me as well. We'll see how that pans out. Okay, otherwise the game's going to play exactly as we did before. Now, the previous games were 7-minute affairs. Were multi-turn affairs, but they did have genuine objectives for me to complete, by which time they finished. This is last for 7 turns, so I did show all the die rolls in the previous scenarios. I may not do this time for the sake of brevity. Otherwise this game, I don't know exactly how long 7 turns might last if I'm showing all the die rolls, including the dice rolls for the generation and placement of enemies and things like that. So it might just be the case that I cut bits out just to make sure the video doesn't go on for a bloody age. So there we go. And on the subject of not going on for too long, I'm going to move on now to the first turn of the game, wherein I'll probably explain any other new concepts we got as we go. Okay, right, let's get on to it. We're going to enter into turn 1, and I need to choose a unit to activate, I believe. Well, for turn 1, let's see if we can just show all the die rolls. So first of all, we're going to activate the archers. So anything we bring out will get a volley of arrows to the face, hopefully. Yeah, so we're going to go with the auxiliary archers. So what I do first is I roll 2 dice on the spawn table. I've got my 3 spawn counters up there next to the threat die. I roll the current threat level as well. I add the current threat level to this as well. So we've got a double 6. What a great start. That maxes out at 12 because I can add 1 for the threat, but that's 13. So a double 6. It's our old friends, the Teufelshunder. Nice. Here they are. They're going to join us from a direction which is, number 1, directly to our left. Okay, so, and they're going to be 2d6 plus 6 away, I believe. That is 5 plus 6, 11 inches. Right, that's not good. They're over here on the far side of this impassable terrain. They can't be within 2 or 4 inches, I think, of my legionaries. Doesn't really matter. I think it's 2 inches of the legionaries, but for the sake of it, we'll put them a bit further back. They can charge 6 anyway, so hurrah, hurrah, hurrah for me. So 2 enemies that can pass through impassable terrain, blocking terrain, that I can't see to shoot at. Brilliant start. Well done me. Very happy with that. Okay, cool. Right, so let's do their actions. They're going to move and probably move again. Why not? Sounds like fun. If they can get to the middle of the board, that's something. So they're going to go 4 to about there and then 4 again. Now they're light troops and they can go through trees without losing their close order formation. So I'm just doing this roughly, you know. They're going to go about here. That looks good to me. Yeah, so they're over there. Just take their fear token with them. Now, one of the new things that you can do with your troops is you can push them for a bit more. So you can do, for 1 point of fear, should I choose to do so, I would be allowed to do an extra action with them for the turn. But I'm going to not do that. I'm going to keep being cagey with my fear because I don't want to start messing stuff around. So that's that. I'm going to go now to my second unit's activation. So there we go. We're going to do the Roman legionaries. So already things are going slightly on the wonk. Okay, second unit activation was going to be the legionaries, like I said. So first of all, we take the threat level, which is 1, and add that to the 2 dice on the spawn table. 7 up to 8. That is 3 servitors of Mormo are appearing. Excellent. The models I spent a little while green stuffing together, here they are actually going to make a second appearance for the campaign. Excellent. So they're going to appear in the direction of 6, which is directly behind us, which we can't do. So what I'm actually going to do is re-roll that. It does recommend re-rolling it. 3 is directly ahead. We can do that, hopefully. 2d6 plus 6 to go. 12 inches. So let's just let's see roughly where that might be. Oh, good. Right next to the place of power, about there. Okay. So if we pop them here, that is... yeah, they swoop around this corner. Oh, good, say the archers, but just exactly what we wanted. Goody, 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 says me. Right, so one new thing, we get 2 command points for Centurion and Marius. I'm going to use these 2 blue tiddlywinks to represent them. Now, they can be used for various doohickeys as he goes, and so what he's going to do is he activates. Now he's got an ability whereby when he activates, all units within 4 inches of him take off a point of fear. We already can't do more than we have. Right, rather than see the archers get swamped by baddies, he's going to move his troops forward as far as he can. So 2 actions to get in there, to move up to about here, I think should do the trick. So okay. And now he's going to... I think they're going to push themselves so they can engage. Yes. So up to 2 to push themselves for the engage. And then that means they're going to move in. Maintain close order, I think. It's something they can do. There we are. So crunch, crunch, crunch. And they are going to... well, take some names, I do believe. They're going to spend 1 to get all-out attack as well, because why not? So that means any 6s they get to hit cause 2 hits. Nice. So let's do these attacks. It's the same as old before. We've got 2 dice for Marius and 3 for them, although now he gets any rules that the legionaries get, so any 6s he gets to hit also double hits. So here we go, all hitting on 4s. Okay, that is not terrible. The legionaries all get it, and even Marius gets 1. Only 1 attack goes missing. So that is a whole bundle of hits. I'm going to need to get some more dice. Blimey. Unprecedented stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Right. 2 do this, the servitors need to make saves, and we know that's 5 or 6. Ooh. They pass 2, they lose 4. They're dead, Dave. Which kills off the servitors. Oh, I knew it was worth modelling these at painstaking expense of my own sanity. Okay, killing a mythos unit gains them a fear, but don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this servitors attack back, because it's all simultaneous. And here we go. So 5s or 6s to hit for the servitors. 1 hit. And a save on a 4, 5 or 6. A 2. That's a dead. That's it. He's dead. Oh dear. They took 1 guy with them. Oh dear. Well, there you are. So we've already lost more casualties than the entirety of the first scenario, and it's turn 1. Hurrah! Okay. Finally, Centurion Marius will spend 1 of his command points, and that allows him to remove a point of fear, I believe, from one unit that he's from units he's got nearby within his command range. So obviously it's going to be his units that go down back to 1. Might as well use that, or they'll lose it. And that'll be it for his activation. So there we go, a Mythos unit down. They've moved into the relative safety of the middle of the board. We're going to go now to the action phase for the creatures, I believe. Ha, you can tell it's been a day since I last played these rules, because I've forgotten something, of course. Should have done the Teufelhunde before I moved the legionaries. My mistake. These guys should have gone first, and it would have made a difference, but we're just going to keep going as if nothing happened, because yeah, I'm like that. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The Teufelhunde, you meant to do 1 of my units, 1 of the enemies, 1 of mine, 1 of the enemies. I did all mine. Now then I was thinking of doing all the enemies. No, it's this way round. Stupid. Of course it is. Thinking about it, the rules wouldn't work quite so well if they didn't. Okay, well, the Teufelshunde, they're going to go. Their first move took them through here. There's a 4 inches, so I sort of went like across rather than ending halfway through. It made it difficult to film. Regardless, they can move. They can charge 6 inches, and that does get them into the poor archers, who go like this. Who are now sort of facing the wrong way, which is kind of sucky for them, but hey ho. Yes, the Teufelshunde are going to attack the archers, which actually may work out worse for me. Ho ho, spaghetti hose. It'll only get 1. But what I might do actually, I'm not sure if there's facings in this. It doesn't appear that there is. So if I go back, something else I can show off is unit reactions. So once per turn I can do a unit reaction with a unit. I have to increase the fear by 2, and I'm going to assume you got 360-degree line of sight. I haven't seen anything that indicates quite that you don't, so that's that. They're going to means that they can interrupt a shot, so they're going to do that. So they are going to shoot these. Now they get 3 shots. They're in close order, so I think that means that let's see what the rules are for that. Sorry guys. Yeah, they can re-roll 1s to hit, I think. No, sorry, it gives them +1 to hit. They hit on 4s instead of 5, so they're going to shoot at these towns before they get a chance to come in. So 4s to hit, 2 hits. Okay, 2 saves of 5 or 6 for the hounds. They fail. That's crucial, because that means one of them bites the dust. Okay, cool. And then now we'll move the hounds in. So they moved 1. Oh no, yeah, they moved. They did their move. These guys reacted, and now they charge. Okay, but now there's only 1 of them going in. All right then. So the hound. We might as well roll the hound first. It gets. Let me see. I believe it gets 2 attacks, but I might be completely. No, it gets 1 attack, hitting on 5s. All it hits, and the grit of my archers. 5 or 6 to save. It's saved. What can I say? I'm amazing at games. The archers hit back. 1 attack each, hitting on 5s or 6s. Yep, no modifiers for this. Well, like I said, I am amazing at games. 3 saves for the hound. 2 failed, 1 succeeded. Oh, like I said, you just, well, Cthulhu might as well just hand in the town now, because I am that good at games. There you go. And I reduced their fear by 1 because they just defeated a Mythos unit. Okay, so that ends their turn. We're currently 2 units for 1 dude, but that's the end of turn 1. We're well, the end of turn 1's action phase. Let's go to a new phase in a moment, the Mythos phase, and I'll show you what happens there. Yes, the Mythos phase, an ominously entitled phase, shall we say. Right, so first of all, in the Mythos phase, you each unit of yours, which is within 4 inches of an enemy unit, a Mythos unit that is, gets a point of panic. For each Mythos unit there is. So if the hounds hadn't all died, this unit would get one, and possibly them. For each point of panic you accrue, you take a grit test. For each failure you get on that, you raise your fear score by 1. If you've already capped out at 6 points of fear, you start losing blokes instead, which is a bad time. Yeah, so there you go. That's how that works. So if you get swamped by Mythos units and you're not dealing with them, your troops will just start breaking down and either fleeing or going mad, or just getting maybe pulled down by sheer weight of numbers. You use your imagination. So there you go. As it is, there are no Mythos units around because I am just amazing, and therefore I do not accrue any panic, but I'm sure that may well change. My luck probably can't keep going forever. Fine, next up, you move the threat up by 1, so that is now up to 2, you can see there. So there you go, and then you roll a die. I roll a die even, and I look up the relevant results. So I've got 2 threat, so that so that's one that indicates which chart I'm rolling on, and I roll a die, I get a 5. Now here we go. Stolen advance. One of your units can immediately make a move action. So there you go. Beneficial for me. Lovely jubbly. What I'll probably do is move the... let's see. Yeah, let's move these dudes up to here. Right up to the place of power, so maybe they can start stamping on it next turn. Now, having rolled that result, that does not increase the magic level of the place of power at all. Some of the results on the threat table do, in which case that raise up to 4 or 5 and etc, and become more and more powerful, and there some of the other results on the threat table will become more dangerous because of that. So it is in my interest to go on the offensive, stamp out the nasty little pieces of magic on the board, rather than allowing them to build up and maybe help the enemy overwhelm me. But that's the Mythos phase. Next thing we do is go to the end phase, which I can do now because I know I haven't won. That does end the turn though, so we're going into turn 2 of 7. Current rate of attrition, I think I'll probably be dead by if I'm losing 1 model a turn, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to see how I can get on. Alright, let's go into turn 2. At the beginning of the second turn's action phases, I'm again catalogue of errors today. Marius has got an ability where he can reduce the fear on units, but he has to do it at the start of his turn. So imagine he did it now instead of then. He reduces it from every unit within a certain distance, so that would have affected these guys, but yeah, so actually that's fine. We'll actually do that now. So they go up, but he could, and that would actually, they would have been on 2 down to 1 now. Okay, so there we are. It's all clear now. So that costs him 1 of his 2 command points per turn. Lovely jubbly. The other one he's got is that he can get units to re-roll their sets of dice rolls. So far hasn't needed to use it, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, right. We are going to go with... Oh boy, who do we want to go with? Probably the guys here, actually. We'll go with Marius. So let's see what spawns. Currently the threat level is 2. It's over there. So these plus 2, 8 up to 10. I think that might be ghouls. Oh, come on. It is ghouls. Yay! We've had just one of everything on so far. Nice. So where are they turning up? 3. That's directly ahead. Can they even appear there? Maybe not. We'll see if on a 1, 2 or 3 they'll go that way, on a 4, 5 or 6 they'll go that way. 4, 5 or 6, so they're going to be sort of sidling along there depending on how far away we roll. So 2d6 plus 6, 16. These ghouls just, yeah, these guys are taking the long way around. Sorry, just need to mess with my tape measure. That's the problem with doing these things live as opposed to doing all the dice rolls and then sort of relating. Okay, they're going to be, I'm going to put them over here in the corner, just in the tree line, since they rolled so far. There we go. Exactly, so they're nice and far away. So, okay. They'll come closer though, and then we'll deal with them. Right. These guys, we're going to do what's called a disrupt action with Marius and his friends. There we are. So disrupt actions. Where's that then? Now then, I believe I think I know the thing, but since I've got everything else wrong so far, we might as well make sure. Roll a dice for each model in the unit. So there's 3 guys. Incidentally, it looks like it's only Marius in his unit who can do it. So it'll be, so obviously I couldn't move the archers up and do it separately unless Marius joined them. So yeah. Obviously, you can only disrupt with units with heroes in. So we've got 3 dice because there's 3 guys in the unit. We need to roll higher than the current number of the magic number. Is it higher? If at least 1 die scores higher. So there you go. So here we go. 1 die did score higher, so we can reduce this down to 2. Nice. And you know what we're going to do now? We've got a second action. We're going to do it again. So here we go. There we are. And it's down to 1. Now, if I was playing on my own and I was trying to win and all that, you know, I could push these guys to have a third action and do it again and probably destroy the place of power by reducing it to below 1 magic point. But because I'm wanting to show off the game, let's not do that. Let's allow this game to carry on. You know, let's let the magic carry on. Let's meddle with forces beyond my comprehension and allow it to go on, because after all, as I've demonstrated, I'm really good at games, so you know, it's all fair. Okay, that's it. We're going to go now to the Mendaxius' turn. I believe that will be the ghouls. Well, the ghouls did activate and they just moved twice towards the centurion there. They're not able to get into combat just yet though. Right, we're going to go to the legionary archers though now and see what they get. So the threat level is 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. We know that's servitors. Yeah. Getting use out of my converted models. Yeah. Alright, they appear. 6, that's behind us. Oh well, at least we can put things behind us now. 16 inches behind us as well. 4. Okay, well, 16 inches is rather far. We're going to do the same thing again. We can go there or there. There. I'm looking at it or that way. Well, I'm going to randomize it. On a 1 to 3, we're going to our left. On a 1, 2, or 3, we're going to our left. So they're actually appearing. I'm sorry for the jerky camera, actually, because I'm actually sort of trying to look at my board and also the camera at the same time. I probably should be better at this by now, but I'm not, so sucks, doesn't it? Right, so they're all the way over here, so just some howling and grunting heard in the distance, but nothing much to show for it. So now we're going to go back to the actual archer's turn. So, first of all, they're going to move, and this is about 4 inches over here. There we are, close order. And then I can say we can just about squeeze line of sight to those ghouls. We're going to shoot them. Now, normally you'd say this could block line of sight with troops in other games and things, but being in close order, archers can shoot over their mates if they're within 4 inches. So we assume that the legionaries have got the sense to keep out the way. So there we go. So we've got 3 dice. We're all in range. We get to hit them on 4s. We will spend a point of fear. There you go, to have ourselves re-roll 1s to hit. Okay, here we go. Don't need 1s to hit. So, okay, that's 2. 2 saves, and ghouls have got a save of... It is a 6. Oh dear. Nope, well, they're not 6s, so... Haha. Foot. Blop, blop. And they're gone. That's them. So 2 of them dead. That does... Oh, I forgot the rule. See, I've been forgetting stuff. That staggers them. That's more than half of them got hit. So that will reduce the ghouls' amount of actions to 1 next turn instead of 2. So there we go. And that, I believe, concludes it. We'll go to the Mendaxius phase because it's only these guys to go, and their turn is so simple as to be easy. They're going to be moving towards stuff for 2 actions, so it's about 8 inches up there. So let's just bung them around. Obviously, I'm more precise when I haven't got a camera in my hand, usually. But yeah, that'll do for us here, and that's that. Right, that's the end of the action phase for turn 2. We're going to go to the Mythos phase now. Well, the first part of the Mythos phase is the Panic phase as part of it, and thankfully, again, there was no enemies within 4 inches of any of my brave Roman souls, so no panic for me this turn. Nice. Next up, though, the threat level increases to 3. Oh, there should be no there should be no spawn tokens left because we're spawned out for now. And right, let's roll a die on the threat level 2 to 3 chart. 3! That's a different result. Right, out of the mist, add a token to the spawn pool and add 1 to the magic rating of the place. So 1 spawn token, and the magic goes up from 1 to 2. There you go. Nice and not so deadly so far. Nice few, eh? So there we go. Alright, we're going to go now into the end phase where not much happens. We do add a token to the spawn pool, but we haven't won yet, and we'll be moving on to turn number 3, going into the action phase thereof. Right, okay, turn 3's activation phase starts. We'll go with the Legionaries again. They're going to try and stamp on this place of power just to keep it down to 1. So it's 3 dice because there's 3 models, and they roll easily. At least one of them comes up above, so down to 1 it goes. Now, I don't know if these are the full rules. A lot of these prologue things seem to be simplified or streamlined versions of what they've got planned, but this seems to work well for me, and certainly well enough for a prologue, so there we go. Right, so for the second action, they're actually going to assault. Oh no, we can't because we're not within 4 inches. Well, first of all, actually, sorry, I forgot. Marius is going to use his Centurion ability to reduce the fear of all units nearby. Then they're going to stamp on the place of power. Then they're going to move up to here. Oh, I haven't done the spawn. I'm such a spanner. Right, okay, let's do the spawn. Come on, Lee. Obviously, the pressures of filming is nothing to do with me being an idiot, you know. Right, so 2 dice. Oh, 2 plus 3 is 5. That's a 3 for the level of threat, incidentally, don't forget. 5, though, is nothing, so no enemies spawn. Oh, I'm so good at games. I'm just so good at games. Right, we're going to move up. Stay in formation, guys. And then we're going to push them to go in. There we go, to assault. Because these guys are not worthy. Right, so we go in. Got 2 attacks for the Legionaries and 2 attacks for Centurion Marius. We're not going to spend any fear upgrading any of our attacks or whatnot. We're just going to try and thump people. So force to hit. 1 hit. Marius is now going to use his other command ability to get that to be re-rolled, because I think I can do better than 1 hit. I cannot. I have 1 hit. So 1 hit. It's a 6 to save though with the ghoul. He did not save. It did not save. Let's be pronoun neutral. Okay, so there we go. It's dead. Lovely. Let's take that stagger token off. Don't need that no more. Right. Okay, the ghoul hits back with 1 attack. Oh, it hits! Oh, it hits. Okay, 4+ to save. Oh, with the uh-oh, there's nothing I can do about that. Nope. Ghouls do 2 points of damage for every hit, so both of these Legionaries die. That was okay. Well, we don't need that fear token anymore. So there's something. Oops. Well, that was a bit mean against me. Oh well. Feeling a bit sheepish about that. Oh, I was all confident. Guess I'm not so good at games. Oh well. That's that. We're going to go now to the Mendaxius turn. Well, the servitors of Mormo were only able to advance up to here. They were still too far away to get into combat with the archers, which is lucky for the archers because it's now the archers' turn. So, right, 2d6 plus 3 in terms of the spawn table. 3 plus 7. That would be more servitors, but it can't be because so they're on the board. So we're going to have some ghouls instead. Positively ghoulish. Where do they want to come on? A 5. That is... Where is that? Oh, directly this away. 2d6 plus 6. A long way. Do you know what we'll do? We're just going to put them down here because it's far. You got to be a little bit. The idea is they're all far enough to be a long way away, and this is a long way away. So there we are. On a 2 foot by 2 foot board, you got to make concessions, right? Okay, so that's where they're going. The archers have got rather more on their plate right now. So again, shoot me down if I'm wrong in the future, but I think it's 360-degree line of sight. So they're going to shoot at these things. Yeah. So 3 shots. We can spend a... We're not going to spend any fear to increase that. So we're going to hit on 4s because we're in close order. Should have got the reroll 1s thing. Never mind. Too late. 5 or 6 to save. Oh, right. So the arrows bounce off the hideous thing's armor. Right. Second action. We're going to shoot again. Right. Here we go. Huh. Okay. Right. So we're now. That's that. So we're now going to push them to have a third go action, and we're going to shoot again. Because we're going to do that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's more like it. And then 5s or 6s to save. 1, 2 dead. Whew. Well, that could have been a lot worse. And because they took 3 hits actually. That's as many as they have in the unit, so they're staggered. So only 1 action for them at next time they have a go. So all of a sudden, not looking so bloody awful for them. Okay, now to the Mendaxius action, and that has to be the ghouls, and they will head towards Marius, since he is the preferred target. So they're going to move 8 inches towards Marius, which is kind of up to the middle of that tree's base. So just like this. There we go. And that's that. We're going to go to the threat phase, the mythos phase now, where everything's a bit worse. Right, so panic is something we have to worry about because these guys do have it. So 1 point of panic because there's 1 mythos unit within 4 inches of the archers. So on a 5 or 6, which is a grit save, they'll be okay. If they fail it though, they do fail it, they go up to fear 3. Because I'd be a bit scared of something that looked a bit like that coming towards me. So yeah, ghouls are too far away to affect anyone. So now the threat phase, the threat goes up to level 4, which gives me a new chart to look at. Yay me. That's a 4. And a 4 on this chart is Voices on the Wind. +1 magic point for the place of power up there, and each of your units gains 1 fear. Oh, cool. Nice. Okay. All right. So there we go. We're going to go now to the end phase. Well, we're going to go. So that's an extra point of spawn in the spawn pool. So that's 2. Nice. And yeah, we're done. That's it. We're going to go into turn number 4. So yeah, we're going to be over halfway through by the end of this. But we've lost all 3 of our legionaries. We're going to see how this goes. Right. See you in a minute. Okay, we're going to go with these guys here, and they're going to spawn some Teufelshunde. So we've got all the gang has turned up now, and they're going to turn up number 1, which is directly to there, that way, and that is 15 inches away, which is too far. So we're going to put the hounds down here, down over here by the blue counters. End of the day, it's more to do with how many turns they've got before I can get in. Right, okay, so now it's time for the archers to have an action. So they're first of all going to shoot at this guy here in front of them, because he's scary. So we're not going to put any fear in. We're just going to hit on 4s. 3 hits. Okay, this should do it. Yeah, he's dead. At least one of those failed. So, whoop, dead. Nice. Off to a start. of sorts. Down to 3 fear because they killed a unit. Phew. The next thing they're going to do is... I guess they've got 360 line of sight. I guess they could shoot the ghouls. Yeah. They're going to shoot the ghouls. Let's turn in the face. Obviously, if I find out anything wrong about this, like not being able to shoot multiple times in a turn or something at a later date, then, well, you know, I'll consider myself suitably chastised. But as far as I'm aware, I haven't seen anything that says you can't repeat actions more than once, so maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. 3 shots at these guys, hitting on 4s. Nothing at all. Well, never mind. Over to the Mendaxius phase. The Teufelshunder were able to move up to here. They just spawned, so they had priority for the turn. The dude here, Marius, he moved over with his first action. His second action is going to try and stamp on that place of power again, because I don't want it getting too high. It's on 3, so a 5 will... No, it's on 2, sorry, so a 3 is more than a 2, so it goes down to 1 point again, okay? That's his actions done. He can't push himself because he doesn't have a fear token, so I'm guessing that's why, so he can't do that. And that's him done. So, the ghouls will be up next, since they haven't activated this turn. Now, they're thinking, if they're within 8 inches of Marius, which they are, okay, they're going to go for Marius. So, uh-oh. Their first action will get them about halfway. Their second action will get them in. So there they go. So Marius is in a bit of trouble here. He'll activate. He gets 2 attacks. He hits on a 4, 5 or 6. Well done me. That's nothing. The ghouls attack. Hitting on 6s. Nothing. Okay, so that's a tie. I think they just get pushed back. I don't know. One of the others gets pushed back because I don't think you can just carry on fighting. Not as far as I'm aware. So that's that. We are done. Right, it's now over. That's everyone activated now. We're going to go to the Mythos phase. Okay, in terms of panic, again, I'm not sure if heroes can get panicked on their own. They don't have fear to increase, so I'm going to guess not. Again, it's a prologue, so it doesn't go. They don't have all the rules, but it does. I'm pretty sure it probably just says units of soldiers or something who can get panicked. But who can get panicked? It's these guys. They definitely can. So let's have a go. On a 5 or 6, they save. They do not save. Thank you, table crease. So they go up from 3 points of fear to 4. Nice. Bad for me. Okay, and now we do the threat. So we've got 5 points of threat. Let's roll on the chart. 1. That's the worst result, I think. So, come on, right. Crackling energies. Oh, that sounds like fun. Adds 2 points of magic. Oh, good. Whichever unit is closest to the place of power. Oh. Suffers a number of hits equal to the number of magic points it has. Oh, good. Wackadoodle. So 3 points of magic. I don't know if this happens before or after, but I'm guessing it happens after. So, got 3 saves to make. That's not good. 4s. All saved. Good at games. What can I say? Natural. I knew that was going to happen. Marius takes the hit and just shrugs it off because he's all baller all the time. Nice. Okay. Okay. We're going to go into turn number 5. Because I'm scared. Right, and that concludes that. So we're going to go, like I said, turn number 5 and see how this goes. Right, okay, in the next turn we're going to start with the archers because it just seems right. First of all, we roll 2 dice and add the threat of 5 to the spawn to see if we get anything spawned. So 9 plus 5 is 12 or more. 12 or more is Teufelshunder, and they are on the board. So no point. So we can't get anything. We just get an extra spawn token. Not that we'll really need them. I think we can pretty much spawn for the rest of the game and be happy. Right. So in terms of actions, these guys are going to shoot at the ghouls. First of all, they're going to shoot the ghouls. So force to hit. They're not going to add fear to reroll 1s. Yeah, I keep regretting that. So 2 hits, 2 saves of 6 required. Neither. Let's kill 2 ghouls. Nice. Okay, and they will about face. Because it looks good. And they will shoot the Teufelshunde. Again, not going to spend anything. They're just going to try and get some hits on it. 4s. 2 hits. 2 saves. Use the black dice this time. 1 save, 1 not. Oh, so that means there's a wound on one of these boggies. Okay. That's unfortunate for me. So they're carrying a wound. Right. That will be their activation. Incidentally, sorry, I used the Centurion's command ability at the beginning of my turn to reduce their fear by 1, because that's allowed. That's one of the command points, just in case you wondered where that when the 4 went down to a 3. That was why. Okay, right, over to the Mendaxius phase. I'll just do that quickly now because it's going to be the ghouls, because they're in range of Marius. So he's going in. It's a bit of a gamble, but got to use my assets, haven't I? So Marius attacks, hits him 4s. He gets 2 hits. What a baller. 2 saves on the ghoul, who dies. Cool. Okay. The ghoul attacks, hits on a 6. Shit. 4+ to save. Saved. If I failed that would have been 2 wounds, and Marius would have been dead, and that would have been the end of the game. I am kind of... what's the word? Flying by the seat of my pants, I think, is the word here. So there we are. Okay. So that's that for Mendaxius, and that is over to my activation again. Just going to take a break and be right back with you. Right, okay, so first of all, Marius is going to disrupt the place of power. On a 4+, he manages to do so because it has 3 points of magic in it at the moment. No. Uh-oh. So that's not happening. Right, he then will move to take control of these guys, which reduces their fear down to 2 from 3. And that's his activation done. Oh, if he wants to be in close order, he has to go with them over there. So there we are. Okay, cool. That's him done. Mendaxius phase, it'll be these guys. Oh, I didn't do the spawn. I'm an idiot. Right, come on. Oh, that's more Teufelshunde who are on the board, so we can't have any. Okay, fair enough. I'm instinctively so good at this. Right, right, so first of all, the Teufelshunde can charge 6 inches. It's if they're in range of 6 to start with. Just bear with me. Sorry, bad camera work. They are in, so they can go in and lope in to 6 inches. Right, here we go. Here we are. Right, so yeah, this isn't going to be good. Right, the Teufelshunde will do their attacks quickly first. It's all simultaneous, but oh no, it's not. They fight me. Yeah. Oh, I've been forgetting things. I'm rubbish. Okay, I don't automatically hit back if they attack me. Okay, I have to do that with fear instead. Well, I don't know if that means that Marius could have done that to the ghoul. Doesn't matter. We'll just keep going for the time being. All right. Right. So the Teufelshunde hitting on 5s. The grit of the archers saving on 5s. Hey, I can't odds these dice. I don't know. Right. We will spend 2 points of fear, and we're going to hit back. Okay. So we got this many dice. The white dice are hitting on 5s and 6s. The black ones on 4s because that's Marius. I don't know what that says behind there. It's a miss. So we've got 2 hits, 2 saves on the hounds, 2 failed. That's a hound dead and 1 carrying a wound. Cool. And the one that's back there is staggered, which means it cannot use its second action to attack me again because it's going to get pushed back, and that's that. Okay. Yay, we said. And then it's over to the end phase. I do apologise, guys, for the odd rules that I'm missing. I am just so excited, and obviously it'll be easier when I actually have a turn sequence in front of me and everything, and the main rules to look at. But hey ho. Yeah, so don't forget, guys, normally you have to spend fear points in order to attack back with your guys once you get hit. Hasn't been too much of an issue so far. The only real occasion I think I messed that up is when Marius was able to attack back. He doesn't have a fear token tracker, so it doesn't look like he can fight back if he's running around on his own. But Who knows, maybe in the full rules he will be able to somehow, but I don't know. But that's that. We're going to go to the Mythos phase now. Okay, Mythos, panic for the archers is going to be... Uh-oh, they fail. They go up to 5 points of fear. Eek. We're now threat level 6, so there's only one result that can happen there. We set the threat to 1 first. So that's down to 1, and then we place the Chosen of Mormo within 2 inches of the place of power, as close as possible to one of my units. Well, it's going to come out here, and it is a, let's just show you, it's a big gribbly, well, it's actually a plant monster, but it looks Cthulhu-y enough to me, and it's going to go there. Brr. Hello. Yeah, he's big, and that's that. He is on. Good stuff. Yeah, cool. That's that for that, and we're now going to carry on the next turn. Yes, the end phase. We're going to be into turn 6 now. So this turn and one other to survive, and then we're done. Hoorah! Okay, turn 6 opens up. A big Chosen of Mormo has just arrived, and yeah, we've got to deal with that because that thing can hit pretty hard, and yeah, just don't want it on the board. It causes a lot of panic in my units, etc. So the question is, do we try and shoot it, or do we go into combat with it where Marius can do something? You know what, he generates his 2 command tokens, he spends 1 immediately to reduce the number of fear on his unit to 4. I don't think he can do it again. I don't know if he can do it again to do that, but he is gonna he's gonna no, he is gonna first of all, they are going to shoot the enemy. So because it's got 4 wounds, so 4 health. So first of all, we're going to shoot. So hitting on 4s, because they're in close order. Nice, nothing at all. That's what I wanted. Second of all, they are going to charge. Yay! Not much point being in close order at this point for archers going to combat. Right, this is probably the stupidest thing to do, but hey ho, they're on 4 points of fear, but hey. Right, they're going to attack. It does get to attack me back, don't worry, but we'll do my attacks first. Right, we've got this, many dice. 4s to hit with the blacks, and 5s to hit with the white ones. Okay, that's not too bad actually. You know, 3 hits. It's not going to be enough to kill the bugger, but yeah, it'll certainly leave a tickle. Right, and right, so what we're going to do now is roll for saves. It has a save of a 5 or 6. None. Nice. Unfortunately, it's not even staggered. It needs at least 4 hits to make it go down, but it has taken 3 of its 4 wounds, so it hits me back though. It has a number of attacks equal to the number of magic points on the place of power, so 3. Yay, 3. And it hits on 4s. 1 hit on the archers. Their save is probably not much. Oh, good. Only 6. Nope. Bonk. So I lose a guy. I did more damage though, so he gets forced back. Nice. Okay. And you know what? I'm tempted to do it again. I am going to push them to 5, but it's going to be to shoot. So yeah, hitting on 5s or 6s because I'm not in close order anymore because I'm a dummy. It's 1. Roll this dice on a 5 or 6. The Chosen of Mormo, the big gribbly monster over there, is alive. On a 1 to 4, it's dead. It's dead. Oh well. Yeah, just bring Cthulhu on, mate. I can deal with him, no problem. Killed a Mythos unit, go down to 4 fear. See, I'm fucking smart, me. Right, sorry, I'm smart, me. Right, we are going to go now to the Mendaxius phase. It's pretty straightforward. It's the beastie. Oh, sorry, I didn't spawn any models. I didn't spawn any. Right, let's do that quickly. I would have done the same thing. That Chosen needed to go. So quickly spawn for the beginning of my turn. 9 up to 10. That would be some ghouls, and they appear. Number 3, which is straight ahead. So well, that would be how far away? 15. You know what? We're just going to bring them back down here, because 15 inches, there's not many places they can go. So that's where they would be. Cool. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Again, easier if I'm not filming and sort of pseudo-distracted, but hey-ho. Right, so in the Mendaxius phase, it will be the ghouls going. They're going to move twice. You're going to end up about there. See, I'm doing all the right rules, just not in the right order. That's all, you know. There we are. And that's then done, and then I think we finish off with the last unit to go. I think I'm pretty sure all the Mythos units get to go. This is something that's not necessarily. This is something I'm pretty sure isn't in the prologue, implicitly stated. So, it might be an FAQ they might want to put out there, as their Kickstarter goes on. If people want to try, do all the units have to activate if it's in terms of the Mythos? If you've got more Mythos units on the board than my Roman ones, do some of them just not activate or not? I don't know. I couldn't see it in there, but I might just be being stupid. But I'm going to assume that they do go because meh. And in he goes. Right. I haven't got enough fear points left to be able to declare that I'll be counter-attacking, so this thing's just going to get a freebie attack on me. So hits me on a 5 or 6. Oh, good. I save on a 5 or 6 on my Archer's Grit. Oh. And another one bites the dust. Boink. But that will end the turn's activations. We're going to go to the Mythos phase in just a sec. Okay, in the Mythos phase, panic. We need to see if that sets in. A 5 or 6 for a grit save on my archers. They do not pass it, but I will use Marius's other ability to re-roll that. Good, yep, excellent. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing up. Up to fear 5. Thankfully the ghouls are too far away to influence me on this one, and now the threat is on level 2. Oh, it went underneath. 6. What's that then on threat level 2? So number 6 is Fortune's Blessing. Remove a token from the spawn pool. Okay, well, I'll do that. Yeah, there's a lot of tokens in that spawn pool, so we're okay. I think they'll be okay. Right then, that concludes the 6th turn. If I can survive the 7th turn, this last turn, then I'll be okay. I'm locked in combat with a Hound of Tindalos or whatever it is, and ghouls are approaching, but we're going to go for it. Okay, I'll see you in just a moment, and we'll see how this last turn goes. Right, turn 7, the final turn, so to speak. One way or the other, it's going to be the final turn. Got one thing to activate, and it's Marius and his archer buddy. If he can survive this, then dawn will break and the monsters will slink back to the shadows. Right, so first of all, the spawn phase, let's not forget. We've got a threat level of 2. 11 plus 2. Towns of Tuffelhunde, they can't come on, so there's nothing that happens apart from another token goes into the spawn pool. Oh well. Right, again, this is not necessarily how the game will work in reality, apparently. When they release the full rules, there's going to be other rules for the spawn pool, and I look forward to seeing whatever it might be. It works fine for a prologue, this one, but yeah, you can just enter the massive pile of spawn put tokens. So I don't know. Maybe if they reach critical mass, there can be something bad happen in the main game or not. I don't know. But hey ho, right, here we go. So we're going to use one of the command points that Marius produces to reduce the fear to 4, and he is going to, well, all they can really do, oh hang on, yeah, they should have backed off. He's not locked in combat, but he might as well be. Yeah, his first action is going to be to assault, to engage this beastie. Possibly foolish. Right, 2 attacks for Marius and 1 for the archer. 4s to hit, 5s to hit. 2 hits with Marius, goes for it. 2 saves with the Hound. Needs to pass both. Passes 1. It's dead. Nice. So that's the first action. They killed a unit. And for their second trick, you know what? I can game this. I can game this well. I can indeed. They're going to move up here. Yay, cowards. But I'm not risking losing on the last dice rolls of the game, so that Mendaxius, when it goes, he can't charge me. They can't get in, so they go, "Oh, I'll get you next time." Get you next time, Marius. Next time. Yeah. So that's that. I do believe we'll go do the Mythos phase quickly. 1 point of panic on my poor archers. Or archer. He's not bothered. He knows the sun's coming up. And then finally, the threat level goes up to 3, and we roll a 4. Which is... Voices in the Wind. Each of my units gains 1 fear. But they ain't too bothered. And it goes up to an extra point of magic on the pool. There we are. So that's how the game ends. The ghouls, as the sun crests the horizon, the ghouls feel it upon their sick, withered flesh and start screaming and run back into the forest. Marius and the archer look at each other dazedly, and they cannot believe that they have survived the night. They probably return and smash the place of power before heading off into the fort. And I win, because I'm so, as I said, good at games. Right, that's that. Overall, I massively enjoy this. This is a little taster, shall we say, but I am quite thirsty for more. I've got quite a few Roman models, late period, but I've also got a few Imperial Roman ones I can build up for the express purpose of doing games of this. And other skirmishy sort of games. I'm looking forward to seeing what other models are released for the range. Some STL files I think have been done already. Looking forward to getting some of them and printing them out. Overall, I think I apologise again, guys, for any mistakes I made whilst doing the rules in this one. I did read them through quite a bit, but it's one thing reading them out, it's another thing actually playing them, and then when you're trying to film them whilst you're playtesting them, you're just going to see the mistakes get compounded. Sorry about that, but yeah, I enjoyed this massively, and I look, the more familiar I get with it, the less mistakes I'll make. And so that's that really. We're going to go now. Well, I'm just going to go pack up now and upload this, do some editing on it, and get it sorted out. Yeah, check out the Kickstarter if this has tickled your pickle, and yeah, I hope to see you next time in my games room, because I'm Shield 100. You guys take care.